guys, Rick Shaw here on the 10th of January 2022. Getting out for a little morning walk, got the puppy dog, and there comes my little Moo. He put his bike back, and Mama and Maddie and Dorothy are riding their bikes. Say good morning.
Good morning.
And yeah, they've been out riding bikes for a good while. And Dorothy's bringing up the rear. Come on, Dorothy. Yeah, they love their bikes. I was going to ride a little bit with them, but my back is so damn stiff that I just figured, heck with it. I'm going to let them guys ride for a while. And there comes my beautiful baby doll. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, my little beautiful doll. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of bike riding. It seems every day. Now we've got this supposed lockdown going on, and I see in Manila they got these checkpoints all over. They had some stuff written up about it, but you know, I didn't get my wife to translate the stuff they put on the net. I saw some stuff on Facebook about the protocols for these dang things, but I can't read it. It's in Tagalog, so, and there's no way to. I've got a thing that'll, if somebody sends me a text message or something like that, or through Messenger, I can translate that. But the when it's a printed out thing like a picture, I can't do anything with it. So unless I copy it all down, and text it to myself, then it'll translate. But I'll get Faye to look at it later. But I, for the life of me, I can't figure this stuff out. Just can't do it. I mean, you know, they're discriminating against a class of people now. And, you know, you do that in the past against certain groups of people, and everybody looks down on it. You know, and then you've got all these my body, my choice people that are completely silent now on this whole mess. And morning. And they're just going to get away with this. It seems like they're going to get away with it. It's so disheartening when you see these young people here, and you talk to them, and they say we're going to have to get it. And they don't want it. And I asked a couple of them when I had a whole group of them I was talking to, and I said, so, well, what's your reasons you don't want to get it? And they, I can't say it the way they said it, but basically it was like they didn't want to be pushing up daisies. It's either that or lose their job. Gosh, dang, guys. And they claim it's not coercion. But you hear stuff about they're trying to get some of these people in these courts and stuff. And I've seen in India, one of their courts there got gates on this stuff. But they're never going to catch them. It's not like the Israelis who sent squads out to get the people that were against them. Like the ones from Germany and all that stuff. They sent people out to go hunt them. But I doubt they're going to do that now. And these people, the old Poochie is the Kellogg's Cornflake king of all those ones, better than Bundy and all the rest of them put together. So what's the big deal? And he still goes. Nobody's stopping these people. He just keeps flapping his jaw. And I never seen anybody that could just get on and talk so damn much, and every time he talks, it's the opposite of what he said before. He keeps changing up the story, and don't somebody tell him or have a little microphone in his ear saying, no, you said last time, he just keeps flip-flopping. He don't know what the heck's going on. He just wants to get out there and talk, maybe because they pay him to comment or something like that, but he's got the biggest salary in the government. I don't know why they just haven't canned his ass. He's a nut. Listen to him. You just got to listen to the guy for a little while. Somebody, I put it on the Telegram, somebody put a thing of all the stuff he said and how he contradicts himself, and they put a montage together on it. It's in my Telegraph. I hope it's not back too far now, because it only saves like 100. Anybody wants to go to that Telegram page, somebody cheap shot hit me today and said, hey, would you add this guy? Well, what you have to do is you have to get on the Telegram. Don't get the one from the Play Store, because they block a lot of stuff. you got to go right to the Telegram site, or go to this channel and go into my About section. There's a link to it there. But then you got to go ahead and you got to send me a text, and then I can put you in my address book, and as soon as you're in there, then I can add you to it. But somebody just gives me a name. I haven't figured out how to add that yet, so who knows. But things should be getting better for the channel here, if they don't shut me down anyway, because of the laptop. It's supposed to be here today. It doesn't say it's out for delivery yet, but some place in Cubao, I think it was Cabuyo, said that it's there, and I had never seen anything come through there before. Of course, it's a different shipper than what I get from like when I use Lazada or something. This guy, he shipped it to there for some reason. I don't know why it's taking so long. I did text message him, and he said no, he shipped this thing out a while ago. Should have had it by now. So he thinks the shipper is just being lazy, or waiting until they could be waiting until they get a bunch of packages to come this way. I know a lot of them will do that, because why would you send? I actually looked up where that was, and it was in Laguna, and it didn't seem all that far, but if you looked on the map, it was level with Das Marinas. So maybe they're waiting until they get enough. Come on over here. Don't chase the bike. Don't you chase the bike. Good morning. Hey, no. No, come on. Come on. Yeah, she likes to chase the bikes now. She started that. And I'm worried about her getting caught in the spokes, because Mumu did run her over. She was jumping and running and chasing him like that, and she kind of jumped on him, and he turned and just ran her right over. Of course, she was yipe, and then I just ignored her. We just kept walking. He's not heavy enough to really hurt anything. Wasn't going fast enough, but she did her little limp for a minute, and then 2 minutes later she was completely gone. So, but we got to watch her. She is listening when I call her. If I just go, call her name, she usually stops. And if she gets deaf, when they're having a blast of fun, they go deaf. If I whistle, she usually stops pretty good. So I'm real happy about that. But like I say, with the Telegram, I got a whole bunch of members. I think there's 60 or 70 already of people coming to that, and I put some pretty good news on there. I think anybody, whether you come to my Telegram or not, you should get on the Telegram and start picking up channels. The COVID vaccine injuries is a really good one. It's just regular, everyday people putting their deal in with it, and it's sad to say there's so many people that they're putting stories in there every day of this, and some people got videos of them. They get with all these tremors and all this terrible stuff. But you guys know from my channel for a long time, I've always been anti that. I just never wanted anything to do with any of them. But that's just me. But so many people said, "Oh yeah, we'll just go ahead and get it." And now there's doctors coming out all over saying this is really not a good thing for people. And I have a lot of them. Every time I put a doctor, I go ahead and put it on Facebook. I'm waiting for them to shut me down. I am waiting for them to shut that Facebook off, because they shut my last one off when I put a doctor up, and he was making a big deal about this MNRA, and he was talking about that, and I put that up, and boom, they shut my channel off, banned me for life. And then I finally, even through my phone, when I put a different SIM card in, it wouldn't take it, because it said I was banned for life. So then when I got the different phone, I was able to open up this other one. It's on Al Gore Beaks. I put a lot of stuff on Facebook, some of the same stuff I put on Telegram. I'm careful, but too many of them coming out. This back's actually got my breathing, because I'm bent over today. Sorry about that, guys. It's just got me not doing too good. My whole left leg is completely numb this morning. 1,000 needles all the way from my butt all the way down to my toes. Not good. And don't know Might have been working on the bike yesterday all day. Somebody was saying, why didn't you do like a tutorial on that? Well, my thing is, I have a tripod, but there's no way I can get the sound. You know, these cords are not that long, and then if I get too far away from my other little microphone, you can't really hear me unless it's directed right at me, and I'm just afraid of knocking it over too. I bust this camera, it's going to be a while before I can afford another one. So, you know, putting it up on the tripod, doing that, it's not so good. But when it comes to this bike, just the way the assembly and taking the covers off and putting them back on, it just is kind of ridiculous to me. You know, it's not user friendly to do that. Now, I got everything back on, but it's just, one of them is you slide it backwards to get the thing off, and the other one you got to slide it forwards. And if you try, one of them has one of those little pecker things that go in there, and then that holds it on. Well, you don't know that on the one side. You can't see in there, and if you go to pull that, what you're going to do is just break the tab right off, because it has to slide off. And nowhere in the book does it tell you that. I even pulled the book out yesterday. Nowhere does it tell you that. So it just seems to me that's bad. And I have seen some of these bikes where they've got this tied up. They've got that piece tied up because somebody broke that tab off. Because when I was first doing, I learned a long time ago, I don't tug on anything hard anymore on stuff they build. They're not building it for ease of use. You know, you look at some of these cars that they have. They make it so stupid. I saw one where the starter was inside the bell housing. Well, so you got to drop the tranny to change a starter. They don't want you working on them, guys, and they want to make big bucks to do it. And they're even doing that with like the fuel pumps used to be on the outside. Now they I guess they have to be in the tank, but you got to drop your tank to get it. You know, why can't they make an access? Now this Honda right here, it has an access, because I had to get my fuel pump. I had to get it changed. It was on a recall. And so what happened was they take the seat out. There's a little thing there, and boom, they pop it right out. They popped it right off. I thought I was going to be in there for hours and hours. No, it was a real quick thing, and they just took the whole unit off, and the new unit slipped in. It's got the whole top piece, the gasket, the whole bit. So, you know, that was cool, but how many cars do that? I had a truck. I had a Chevy truck that what happened was the pump wasn't putting out the proper amount of pressure. When it's putting the proper amount of pressure, it runs the fuel to the rails, and then it'll send what's left over back. Well, what was happening was nothing was coming back at all. And then if you got the revs up too high, the motor would start cutting out. So it was still pumping, but it wasn't pumping properly. And the dealer gave me this ridiculous price, and I bought the pump. The pump was about $100. This is a while back. It was about $100 for the pump. The only way to change it was drop the tank. You had to drop the stupid tank, and then once I got the tank dropped, every single one of the bolts holding it to the tank stripped and broke. Every one of them, you know, because the stuff got on top of that tank. You can't really clean that very good. Well, what happened to me after I did all that and learned that and it didn't go out after that, but I went ahead and put a cover over the top of that. I went ahead and made myself a cover out of just basically tape, you know, some of that really good Gorilla tape, and I just made myself a whole cover before I put the thing back up, because it just rotted the bolts, and that was no good. And I'm sure that was the planned in obsolescence for that vehicle, that's for sure, because here a job that was going to be $300 now turns into $400, because you got to buy these special bolts, and I couldn't find them. So I just retapped where they had the thing on there, because it had some kind of weird thread. It seemed like it turned the thing. It wasn't 40 threads per inch, but it must have been about 36 or 38. It was just the most ridiculous threads on there. You go to screw the thing out, and it took you forever. And they don't need something like that on there, but that's what they do. So, but I'm gonna let you go. Everybody's pretty much rode out this morning. I'm gonna ride with him a little bit, get my bike uncovered. Forgot to cover this one up last night. I usually do, but we pretty much got all the rust spots off the bike, and the spots where a lot of it was in the exhaust on the creases. I just touched that up, and on the frame, all the spots on the frame that was rusty, I just touched up. I have a little nail polish of black that I went ahead and I cleaned it off good. I cleaned it off, washed it, and then I hit it with alcohol. And I think what it is, it was just bad paint. You know, the prep work for the paint was probably not perfect. You know, and then after that, the paint's it just doesn't seem like it's a high quality paint because it comes off. There was one spot where there's some rust, and I hit it with the pressure washer, and a big chunk of paint came off. So, morning. So that's a problem. You know, that's just their quality. But a lot of the stuff, I imagine to build this thing came out of China, like the rims. I never seen chromed rims rust like that in a matter of months. I just never saw it. Back when it wasn't so bad because the WD-40 from the chain splashes on it a little bit, so that covers it up. Not too bad, but even the spokes, you know, are, you know, but for $1,000, what do you want? You know. But I do want to get another bike. I want to get a bigger bike. We're just waiting to see what's going to happen with this country and what they're going to do to us. You know what?
We have Oreo after we eat.
Yeah, you can have Oreo after we eat. Yeah, I did get him some. I don't like to give him lots of sugar, but got him some Oreo cookies when we were at the SNR. And what?
Oh, it's changing colors.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, she loves her little bike, and I'm telling you what, guys, I'm going to say it one more time. You know, you can buy the big name brands and pay a lot of money. And I do believe they are somewhat lighter, but if you want a decent bike for a great price, I recommend these battle bikes. I mean, here I'm gonna get up a little close up and show you. We'll walk back and we'll show them your bike, okay? And you know, they got the nice disc brakes on here, which are working really good. Now hers had to be adjusted a little bit, but everything looks good. And good shifter. Got your Shimano shifters there. And the kids are learning how to shift. My wife's is a real nice bike. The one thing that I was really happy about, like on their other bikes, they couldn't really use their handbrakes. It was too hard for them to squeeze. Matty could. His hands were pretty strong. But these ones, the way the levers work, they're very touchy and they're really easy to get the brakes to grab. So Matty's able to really cook now, and he can stop. Before, what was happening is he would ride, and then you know, he'd be having to put his feet down and everything else to get stopped. So, but I'm going to go ahead and do a few adjustments on his bike because the handlebars are a little bit. I don't know what he's doing to make his handlebars go up, but see, every day, and now I got to tighten her up a little bit more. I don't know. I had it tightened up pretty good, but we'll figure that out. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And this is, what can you say, Mo? There you go. What was that? All right. Thanks, guys. All right, we'll see you.